Hi guys, I'm Rajat and thank you for subscribing my channel. My channel is growing slowly and I'm happy for that. Please subscribe if you like and please share the videos. I want to educate more and more people. Okay, thank you. Right, coming back to the topic, when I teach, I have seen that maximum students they make a mistake in chemical formula. Like for example, if I write a compound named uh, carbon chloride. Now see, carbon chloride is not an official name, but when I write carbon chloride, students write CCl. They don't pay attention, is the molecule correct or not. If I write calcium chloride, again CaCl. Okay. If I write sodium chloride, again the formula turns to be NaCl. This is what they write. I have seen that they get confused in what should be the molecular formula or what should be the chemical formula of a specific compound if the name is given. Okay, so in today's class I'm going to just cover the same thing. I'm just going to discuss about the chemical formula of different type of compounds. Okay, and how should we find it out? And how should we know that is it correct or wrong? How should we find it according to the valencies of it? Okay, so if y'all know these points, we can come to a conclusion that carbon chloride is actually CCl4, calcium chloride is actually CaCl2, and sodium chloride is NaCl. Okay. Alright, so we know that carbon chloride is actually called as carbon tetrachloride, which is CCl4. Calcium chloride is CaCl2 and sodium chloride remains NaCl. So I will tell you all why it is CCl4, why it is CaCl2 and why it is NaCl. Okay, so for that we need to know some basics before. And I assure that at the end of this video you will be able to make chemical formula of different types of compounds. Okay. So now let's talk what is atom. You all know atom. Atom is the basic unit of matter. Matter is made up of atoms. There are 118 atoms, different types of atoms we have seen, or it is there in modern periodic table. At the same time, what is ion then? For example, let's consider sodium as an atom. Sodium has atomic number 11 and atomic mass 23. According to it, the electronic configuration of sodium comes to be 2, 8, 1. It means the outermost shell of sodium has 1 electron. For gaining stability, it requires to donate 1 electron or accept 7 electrons. Right? So donation of 1 electron is easy. So when it donates 1 electron, it results in formation of an ion, that is Na plus, or I can say charged atom having number of electrons 10 and 23 as its mass. Okay, electronic configuration turns to be 2, 8. Okay, so here you can see it has become stabilized. Its outermost shell is complete. Okay, so this you can see this is charged atom. Okay, that is what is called as ion. Okay, so now similarly you can take for example calcium. Calcium is 20 and 40. So electronic configuration comes to be 2, 8, 8, 2. So outermost shell has 2 electrons. So instead of accepting 16 electrons, it donates 2 electrons, resulting in formation of as 2 electrons are lost. Okay, I'll say calcium has plus 2 charge now. Okay, we know that number of electrons are equal to number of protons in an atom. Okay, it means we know that atomic number is nothing but number of electrons or number of protons. In case of sodium, atomic number is 11, therefore 11 electrons will be equal to 11 protons. It means the net charge on sodium, which has 11 electrons, is what? 11 electrons are there, so minus 11 plus 11 for protons, 0. So here sodium has charge 0. If I talk about Na plus now, means when 10 electrons turn up, so it becomes 10 electrons and 1 electron is donated. This is not equal to 11 protons. So therefore, what you can see, it's minus 10 plus 11, that gives the charge plus 1. So Na has the charge plus 1. Okay, no need of writing 1, plus is enough. Similarly for calcium also you can say that it is 20 electrons equal to 20 protons. Net charge on calcium here is calcium 0. 2 electrons donated, it becomes 18 electrons, which is not equal to 20 protons. Therefore, the net charge becomes Ca plus 2. Okay, so in this way Ca plus 2 is one ion, Na plus is ion. Okay, so in short I can say charged atom is ion. Okay, so now for a general understanding, if I consider M as one of the atom which has the ability to donate electrons. So M donates, for formation of bond, donates X electrons. Okay, due to which it will gain, M will gain plus X charge. We saw sodium donated how many? 1 electron, due to which sodium gained plus 1 charge. Calcium donated 2 electrons and it gained plus 2 charge. Similarly, M will donate X electrons and gain plus X charge. Now let's come to the other side of this. Okay, now we just discussed about donating electrons. Similarly, there are atoms which are electronegative, which accept electrons to gain stability. For example, I can consider fluorine. If I say fluorine, it is 9 and 19. So fluorine is nothing but 2, 7. Okay. So outermost shell has 7 electrons. It means for completing octet, it will either take 1 electron or stabilizing and completing duplet, it will give 7 electrons. So giving 7 electrons is very difficult. So therefore, it takes 1 electron. It results in formation of F is equal to 2, 8, where number of electrons become 10 and this becomes 19. But F gains 1 electron, so it becomes 1 negative. Same calculation as we done before. Initially, fluorine had 9 electrons, which were equal to 9 protons. Therefore, the net charge on fluorine was 0. Now it has 10 electrons, which is not equal to 9 protons. 1 negative is extra, therefore F has -1. Okay, so therefore, let's consider N as one of the atoms which gains Y electrons. Okay, to gain stability, resulting in formation of N minus Y ion. Okay, as you can see, Y electrons gained, so minus Y, as 1 electron was gained, so it will gain -1 charge. Okay, so now let's see how the compound is formed between M and N. Okay, so this is your N and this is your M. So M raised to plus X, N raised to -1. And remember one thing, chemical formula or compounds are formed compulsory between oppositely charged ions. Okay, so this Y will move to the subscript of M. Y, which is raised to N, will move to the subscript of M, and X, which is raised to M, will move to the subscript of N, resulting in formation of a compound which is MyNX. So this is how a chemical formula can be understood or can be formed. Okay, this is just a basic method, basic formula what I have given. Except this, you can use multiple more formulas, but this is one of the tricks what I am giving you. So we can take some examples on basis of this. Okay, here I am just dealing with monoatomic forms, as in I am taking positively charged atom, only one single atom, and negatively charged atom also is one single itself. I am not taking group of atoms. Group of atoms and charge on group of atoms like carbonate, sulfate, phosphate, nitrate, that will be taken in the next lecture, okay, or in next video. However, here you can see that I'm just discussing about independent charges, okay, on independent atoms. Okay, so now let's see. Now if I give you name of compound, can you make the chemical formula out of it? Okay, let's take aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide. Aluminium is having atomic number what? Aluminium's atomic number is 13. Okay, and mass is 27. Now the mass doesn't play a role here. So electronic configuration 2, 8, 3. So outermost shell has 3 electrons. It donates 3 electrons, as it's not more than 4. So it will donate instead of accepting. Donating 3 electrons will gain aluminium a positive 3 charge or plus 3 charge, which is the oxidation number. Yeah, so here it reminds me of the concept of oxidation number. So oxidation number is what? It is the charge to which the atom is raised in an ion. Okay, so this is ion, this is oxidation number. So if you want, we can even differentiate. Okay, this is the oxidation number and this complete is an ion. Okay, so now similarly, if I am saying oxide, so it means oxygen. Oxygen is 8 and 16. So electronic configuration 2, 6. Outermost shell has 6 electrons, more than 4. Therefore, instead of donating, it will accept the electrons. Okay, so 2 electrons will be accepted, but it has 3 electrons. So it creates a confusion. Let's consider it has accepted 2 electrons, resulting in formation of O minus 2. Again, minus 2 is the oxidation number. O raised to minus 2 is the ion. Okay, so let's form the compound in similar manner. Al plus A, that is nothing but M raised to plus X, and O minus 2, N raised to minus 1. Okay, just carry this 2 which is raised to oxygen at the subscript of aluminium, and 3 which is raised to aluminium at the subscript of oxygen. Now pay attention, no need of carrying the charges, only magnitude has to be taken, resulting in formation of Al2O3. See, the compound is formed. Okay, so Al2O3. Understood? Similarly, so aluminium oxide is Al2O3. Similarly, let's take a compound sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. So it includes sodium Na, which is 1123. Electronic configuration 2, 8, 1, and chlorine 17 and 35.5. Electronic configuration 2, 8, 7. It requires 1 electron. It donates 1 electron. Due to donation of 1 electron, Na plus, okay, or plus 1. Cl, acceptance of 1 electron, minus 1. Okay, so 1, resulting in formation of Na1Cl1. Instead of writing 1, 1, therefore we write NaCl. See, NaCl is right. Okay. See, then let's go to the next form. Maybe I can write calcium oxide. So calcium is 20, 40, 2, 8, 8, 2. Okay, and oxygen again 8 and 16, so it is 2, 6. Okay, so here you can see it requires to donate 2 electrons, resulting in formation of Ca plus 2, and it requires to accept 2 electrons, resulting in formation of O minus 2. So therefore you will observe this only magnitude, that is 2 will go at the base of or subscript of oxygen, and this 2 will go at the subscript of calcium. Therefore I can see it becomes Ca2O2. Okay, now remember, this is a new type of compound or chemical formula, or a variant in it. So if you see whichever atoms are present and all of them have multiple of some certain number, divide it. It is smallest possible ratio. Okay, so 2 1s are 2 1s are, it becomes Ca1O1, so therefore the compound is CaO. So calcium oxide is CO. Okay, so now compounds, here the topic doesn't end. Okay, here the compounds which are formed by group of atoms, more than 2 atoms, like maybe calcium phosphate, sodium nitrate, etc. That we'll be discussing in next video. However, one important thing to remember is why did I take symbol for positive charges M and negative charges N? Why did I do that? If you observe, generally metals have the tendency to donate electrons, and whatever atom donates electron, that atom gains a positive charge, and whichever atom accepts electrons gains a negative charge. So therefore, here what you observe, that metals are donating electrons in general, therefore they are electropositive, therefore metal stands for M, and so I used M as a symbol, and non-metal N, so I used N as a symbol. Okay, so remember, metals are electropositive, non-metals are electronegative in general. So non-metals have the potential to accept electrons, and metals have the potential to donate electrons. Okay, this is for today. I hope it is useful. Here you observe we covered atom, ion, oxidation number, and chemical formula between positive and negatively charged ions. Okay, this is what I specified. This will be taking in next lecture, and this too in next lecture. So please see my next videos. Okay, thank you guys.